Ever met someone so fake in public but pure evil behind closed doors? Okay, friends, buckle in. This one is straight out of hell. My husband, 52M, let's call him Mark, was married to this woman, B, for 8 years. B has a personality disorder. Think worse than psycho-sociopath. She lured Mark in with all the goods in the beginning. Then by the time she showed her true colors, she had complete control of him. She tore him completely down psychologically, to where he literally thought he was worthless. She would actually call him a worthless piece of shit, and he would take it. For the record, he has been through years of therapy and built himself back up to where he loves himself and has self-worth again. And I try to reinforce that every day. For background context, B is very high up in a well-known MLM company that sells makeup. The one where you get a pink car if you do super well. She does do really well there because she is a master manipulator. In public, she would be on Mark's arm, being all lovey and happy. Then, in private, she would basically psychologically torture him. Here is how the marriage ended. The day before B left Mark, there was a big ceremony with her company, where she had nominated Mark for Husband of the Year. She can make herself cry on command, so she cried and gave this big speech about how amazing he is and how lucky she is. She had decorated his car for it, so everyone would see it in the parking lot. All her co-workers and family thought she was this amazing person, and she just lapped up all the attention. The next day, Mark went to work, and when he got home, the house was completely empty. B hired a moving company to move everything out, and she left. Mark eventually got some of his clothes and work stuff back and got an apartment. As they're going through the process of divorce, Mark has a background check done on her. He's a cop paramedic at this point. And he gets a file that shows murder charges against her. It was her boyfriend before she got together with Mark. She got off because she claimed it was an accident, that she accidentally fired a gun and it ricocheted and killed him. But there was evidence that he was shot in the back of the head point blank. I don't know how she wasn't convicted. I think a combination of her manipulation skills and holes in the justice system. Mark just wanted to get as far away from her as possible, so he gave her the house and everything else she asked for, even though he was entitled to them, and screwed himself over. But he didn't want to deal with her anymore. Fast forward 7 years. Mark and I are very happily married. He gets on Facebook one day and sees one of his best friends who knew what a monster his wife was like had signed up as a sales rep under her. This friend, Kay, had just been gradually worn down and convinced to join her. So now, Mark is upset because he thought Kay would never be influenced by her, but now she has. He wants to expose B and her record somehow. He knows her company would tear her apart if they knew, but he doesn't want to hurt anyone else. B doesn't know, as far as we know, that Mark knows about the murder charges. He did the background check secretly after they were separated, but I'm a little worried that she could trace it back to him. But this woman destroys lives. There is so much more. Stories about her mistreating Mark's kids, transphobic discrimination against coworkers, etc. Way too much to explain here. Mark used to think about little stuff like rotten fish in her car, etc. But now that Kay is involved, he wants to expose her so she'll stop influencing and manipulating women through the company.